What's up? And I'm back with Mars and Gemini. Twins. Who don't like twins? I love twins. It's cool. It's like you're born with the person from like your past life or another dimension. Or like your person came with you through the portal because it was by accident, because they were supposed to really come like later on from another life or some shit. I don't know. But twins are cool. They're cool. Especially like identical twins. That shit is fucking awesome. But anywho, Mars and Gemini. Mars and Gemini approach sex with like a childlike curiosity. So like they could have been curious about sex as kids. Uh-oh. This is embarrassing. The taco broke. And I refuse to let y'all have seen it go everywhere. Okay. I'm ready. Y'all want to catch me lacking. But anyway. They can like become easily bored. Mars and Gemini can become easily bored, like, and fidgety when it comes to sex. So like they feel like they have to constantly be mentally stimulated. That curiosity has to be fulfilled. I know we did Aries, Mars and Aries, but I'm a Venus in Aries. And Venus in Aries, well, Aries rules weaponry. And a lot of Venus and Aries love weapons. And I do. I love me some weapons. I bought these gun earrings. These are my shit. I can't wait. I always wanted a fucking revolver. I always have. Give me those old Lifetime story. Single white female kills the guy, husband she's been fucking with the revolver. I missed this stream. But I'm back on topic. Many won't pass up the chance to satisfy that curiosity, which is, like I say, which is sex. They're gonna figure it out. They want it. They're gonna go get it. Gemini women also can come off as promiscuous, just like the Aries women. And I feel like that's just a lot of because it's a masculine sign. So a lot of the women approach sex more like a man than they would than a female, more passive. Like a female would. So a lot of men look at them like hoes, but who cares? You just might be one. We might all just might be one. Fuck them. Mars and Gemini can be like, fuck it, they can be cheaters. They are cheaters. Just as well as Venus and Gemini. And it's not really that much for like moons, but it's not exempt either. Moon and Gemini can be a cheater fucking too. In Gemini rising, like them some sneaky bastards. Gemini sneaky little motherfuckers. Oh yeah, that's why they cheat though, because like I said, they can be inclined to get bored. Curiosity killed the fucking cat. And if they was the cat, they ass would be dead as hell. Fuck them 9 lives. Gemini, he didn't get cashed all them lives. He cashed all them fucking lives out. He's done. He's through, sis. He lying. Mars and Gemini can usually fight. And the reason why they can is because Gemini rules them hands hoe. So like, you'll find a lot of Mars and Gemini people can fight. Mars and Aries, Mars and Leo. What's another one? Mars and Virgo, them hoes be throwed off, especially like the women with Mars and Virgo. Boop, 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 boop. Eye jammy. As kids, they probably can recall being the type of children that like to hunch. Don't get me wrong, I used to hunch too, and I'm a Cancer Mars. I used to get my hunch on, okay? But Gemini, you real close to Cancer. You know, do some hunching. I was hunching. As kids, they can look to their friends also for advice about sex and their body parts, the birds and the bees. They usually don't talk to their parents about that type of stuff, because Gemini is usually about their small local community. That's what Gemini is about. Short-term travel, local community, local neighborhood. So they can usually get together with, like I say, local friends, local people in the neighborhood, and find their way around about sex and stuff like that. That's what they usually do. As they age, though, they have a casual instinct towards sex because of the desensitization of constantly doing like little sex acts as kids, or hell, just full on engaging in sex. So for them, it can be like presented as a game, because like I say, it's a mind, it's a mental thing for them. So they need to be stimulated like you would stimulate a machine. You turn it on, and in order to wake it up, you have to watch a movie or watch a show. The same way when you turn a TV off, you can hear the TV actually, settle from being on, like anything. So it's all a mental game for them. It's a learning experience. Like I say, anything that helps Gemini, Mercury, that mind, that mental, it's gotta keep them. You gotta keep them, and it's unfortunate. That's why they're usually cheaters and they're not good in relationships, because of that. They constantly need to be stimulated. So I just suggest they stay single if they need to be stimulated consistently like that. They're good smash and pass buddies. So if you want somebody to smash it, pass it, but that ain't non or limited to them talking about it, okay? Ideal cut buddies, like I said, they're ideal. They a fuck or whatever with no strings attached. They good, but they gonna talk. They're open-minded. They're very experimental. They like to experiment. They do it. They can be bisexual, and that comes with the duality of Gemini as well. And that can go for the men or women. DTF. Like I said, they're always down to fuck. The men, they be maybe known, this is a secret, but most Gemini men might be known for liking to run trains on bitches. Like, they one of them they them type of niggas. They run a train on a bitch with no problem. Them or they group friends, they run a train on her. And I'm not saying that's not all men, but mainly Gemini Mars men. Gemini Mars men and women can be flexible, and a lot of Gemini rules flexibility. So like, if you're looking for that type of female that can be flexible, limber, you want to be able to wrap that bitch in a pretzel, find you a Gemini Mars. They lots of pretzel sex. Might be good at sexting too. They good at them angles and that working your mind, like I say on Instagram and shit like that. They good at sexting and taking pictures and stuff and getting that mental popping, getting the nigga mind like all up in it, getting them all up in his head. Before they have sex though, they usually like to talk shit. And it's not about their sex game. They just one of them type of people that like to talk shit. It's like, yeah, so when you get over here, I'm gonna fuck you like this, so I'm gonna put my pussy on your face. You be like, bitch, you ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna goddamn do. They like that. They not saying like what they gonna, they gonna put it down on you. They just like the build up, the mental build up. Like, yeah, when you get here, I'm gonna just whip that dick out. Like, it's all a build up for them, so that when it does get to that point, it's like mental fucking ejaculation. Like I say, most of, you know, they're the most promiscuous. That's what it was. Most promiscuous sign of the zodiac. Gemini. You get the trophy, girl. You got it. You want it. You want it, bro. Shake it up and high. Turn them on, like I say, talking to them about what you're going to do. And getting their mind all juiced up. They can talk to you, like I say, with their hands. They like to talk with their hands a lot, because Gemini rules the hands. They might be belligerent, or they might always feel like they have to be animated with their hands. They can be mysterious in private. It may not come off like that, but Gemini can be mysterious in private. Also depends on what else is aspected in the chart, but Mars and Gemini can be very private about what they're doing, even though they out here freaking and fucking and freaking for real. They can be pretty private about it because they're good liars. They only allow, like I say, so much access in their personal life. They ain't gonna tell you the truth. Never. They ain't never gonna tell their mama the whole truth. So yeah. But yeah, that's my Mars and Gemini. Y'all might still hear my raggedy ass heater in the background, but I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to deliver the message to y'all. I did turn off that raggedy ass space heater though. But that's Mars and Gemini. Up next, y'all already know Mars and Cancer. All of those guys and gals with Mars and Cancer, stay tuned.